Hi, this is Chris from Airguns of Arizona, and this is another episode of Airgun Bootcamp. Today we're going to be discussing PCP, which is a pre-charged pneumatic. We're going to go through the different styles of tanks, a large carbon fiber, some of the smaller tube guns, and even some of the dual bottle rifles. And in PCP, there's two different types, sometimes three. One will be a carbon fiber bottle, one will be a cylinder, and even some have a dual bottle reservoir for a lot more shots. Let's go ahead and get our first rifle loaded up. So our first rifle is the new Daystate Delta Wolf. Absolute newest technology out of Daystate, phenomenal rifle. So the Delta Wolf has a 480cc carbon fiber bottle on it. And so when you're dealing with a carbon fiber bottle of that size, you're probably going to want a tank, like a 4,500 PSI tank or a compressor to fill this up. You can do it with a hand pump, but it's going to take it out of you and you're going to be pretty tired, and it's not going to be something that you want to do all the time. So if you're buying a gun like this, a PCP, consider getting a carbon fiber tank or a compressor. Now, bottles like this allow for more air to be stored, thus there's going to be more shots you can fire. So some of the other advantages of a PCP is that it's going to be much more accurate than your spring gun or gas ram, because most of them do have a way to regulate the air in here to make it more consistent. The feet per second is going to be closer together, creating more accuracy. Along with that, PCP is going to have a lot more power. So the power plant in here is going to be more than just a spring can do. The PCP is a great option if you're looking for a recoilless feature. So unlike springers and gas ram, there really is no back and forth. So you can put any type of scope that you want on this PCP. It doesn't have to be airgun rated because there is no back and forth. It's just basically recoilless free, unless you're in your large big bore guns. Those might have a little bit of recoil, but generally PCPs do not have recoil. In the lower powers, they are quite quiet. In the higher calibers, they can get loud, but you can put a moderator on the end of it to silence it quite a bit. It works really well. So PCP will be great for shooting in the backyard, for hunting. It's basically an all-around can do kind of anything kind of gun. When it comes to PCP, there are a couple different types. The vast majority of PCPs that you're going to see are going to be a mechanical PCP, where there's going to be a valving system and working with actual hard mechanics in here. Some of them will be a electronic rifle, like the Daystate Delta Wolf right here, where you have a little screen right here. Also, the Daystate Red Wolf has electronics. These electronics are really, really cool. They're going to give you a little bit more room to work with what you want, feet per second, your foot-pounds of energy. Just a little bit more advanced technology in some of these rifles. Most of them will not have electronics though. And the next rifle this is another type of PCP here. So the last PCP we saw had the large carbon fiber 480cc bottle. This one is a Brocock Concept XR, and this is going to have a little smaller tank on it. So instead of that large bottle, it looks a little more streamlined. And so the tank goes from here to here, and it's not nearly as wide, but you still get quite a few shots out of a tank like this. These tanks are also really good for hand pumps. Before the 480cc bottle, you don't want to really hand pump those if you don't have to. It's quite difficult. Rifles like this Brocock here are fantastic to hand pump. It's not gonna wear you out too bad. You can fill it up within a couple minutes or top it off with a hand pump, and it's something that's gonna be nice and easy to carry around, because these tube guns here, they're a lot lighter, so a little bit easier to carry around if you're going hunting, if you're walking around in the woods, or you're just playing in the backyard. Generally a little bit lighter, better for younger kids under adult supervision to shoot, because it's not going to be as heavy weighing them down shooting. So now we've gone over the 480cc carbon fiber tank, the tube style PCP, and there's one style that I'd like to show. It's the dual bottle. So let's go ahead and load up that new gun. And this is the Airgun King. So unlike the 480cc Delta Wolf and the tube style Brocock Concept XR, the The Airgun King is going to be a dual bottle system. As you can see, not one, but two carbon fiber bottles on this rifle. It gets an insane amount of shots. So some PCPs will have an adapter that you can make a dual bottle like this, but the Airgun King comes standard the way you see it here with the two bottles. Other guns like the LCS have adapters where you can put another 480 or 580 cc bottle on them. So they would kind of fit into this as well. But I just wanted to show that some guns do come standard with a dual bottle instead of just a 480 or a tube style bottle. The Airgun King is a fantastic rifle if you are more of a bench rush shooter. So if you're out in the woods, it might not be the best for you because it does have a little bit of weight due to the dual bottles. But if what shot count is what you're after and bench rest is what you're mostly gonna do, there's far and few between like this rifle right here. These dual bottles, you are going to get an insane amount of shots, easily double, sometimes triple the amount of shots of other rifles that are like a 480cc or a tube style gun. So this rifle here comes standard with the dual bottles. There is other options for other rifles to make it a dual bottle. So if you're interested, just give us a call at Airguns of Arizona. We can tell you if your rifle is dual bottle compatible, like the LCS or some of the other rifles that we sell here. And if it is, we can get you an adapter and get you a dual bottle setup so you can have double the amount of shots. So that video was all about the PCP rifles and the different type of tanks that is needed. Like I stated before, with PCP, you will need a way to fill that gun. So you're gonna need a hand pump, a carbon fiber tank, or a scuba tank, or a compressor to get air in there. All three styles are fantastic. Hopefully this was a brief introduction of what the airgun world has to offer. There's a lot of different choices, a lot of fantastic choices. We have guns in every single range here. If you do have any questions on what rifle is best for you, give us a call. We can help you out. We can kind of talk through what your needs are, what your budget is, how powerful you need the gun to be, all of those. We're happy to help. That's what we're here for. So now that you know more a little bit about PCP, please check out our other videos on spring piston, gas ram, CO2, multi-pump, and big bore. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I'll read them and we'll try to get some more videos like this out to you. Thank you and have a great day.